And now you're running to us, good food, good accommodation, good everything. Here in your own country there is a problem. Muhajirin, Mujahideen, poor chaps, their families, refugees. Why don't you go and see them? He said, no. This doesn't come into their purview. They are thinking of coming to us. Actually, the man was trying to get me to go along to Makki Masjid. They wanted me to go to Makki Masjid. Last time when I came on one of the previous visits, the guy caught me. Some doctor, heart specialist, the way he pleaded with me. I was doing a talk. At the end of the talk, please, you must come to the Makki Masjid and talk to the people. Talk to the people. I said, well, all right. And the man was supposed to pick me up. He didn't turn up, so I hired a taxi. And the taxi goes up to a certain point, and the place was that the traffic jam was such that I had to get out of the taxi. I took a rickshaw, and I went and reached this Makki Masjid, trying, almost breaking my neck, and I go and get inside, among people with that heavy bag of mine, and I reach the mimbar, and I go and sit down, and I sat down there for 2 hours listening to a discourse. They had called me to listen to them. MashaAllah. I said, look, the same trick they want to play on me, they're calling you for what? To come and listen to what they have to say. MashaAllah. They're good talkers, good advice they give. But I said, look, the problem is here, man. Go and solve your own problem here. Help the people who really need help, not me. I don't need it as much as they need. But no. There's prestige here. Come to South Africa, there's prestige there. Wasting public money, foreign exchange, Pakistan, we are strained, and they're spending all this money to come over to South Africa. I said, what for? When the field is so vast here. With regards to the Christians, as I said, there are more than 200,000 in Sialkot, Christians. And Muslims are getting converted also. So our brethren, they said, no, these are the untouchables, the low caste people, the achuts. This is a way out. It's not Muslims. I said, look, man, don't be too presumptuous. Look, here is a book by Christian missionaries. They call Jesus More Than a Prophet. What they're trying to say is that Jesus is not like any other prophet. He is a God. And he says here, 15 Muslims from among the Afghan, these refugees, tell how they found forgiveness, release, and new life in Jesus Christ. And they give you names. All fiction. Yeah, it's very nice. It's jhoot hai. This thing is jhoot hai. This Sultan Muhammad Paul, jhoot hai. Everything. Look at this. Why I became a Christian? By Sultan Muhammad Paul. Sultan Muhammad एक पाकिस्तानी था, वो मुर्तद बन गया. Now he is also Paul. क्या बोलेंगे तो झूठ है. He is writing his whole story, what happened, how it happened, how he was debating with the Christians, and at last he found out that the Christians were right and he was in the wrong, and he's become a Christian. And then inside they give you Quranic verses from the Holy Quran, to convince you that he is in the right. So what you do with the Quranic verses in the book, you kiss it and you put it next to the Quran. That's how we are trained. When you see Allah's kalam, what do? You can't tear it, you can't burn it, you can't throw it. Bosa do, Allah ke kalam ke saath rakho. From Sufism to Christ, there is Abdul Subhan, Subhanallah, Abdul Subhan, wo murtad ban gaya. Now he is John Abdul Subhan. Inside, verses from the Quran. What you do? Kiss it, put it with the Quran. The Great Commission, you and the Muslims. This is the Great Commission, you and the Muslims. You meaning the Christians, you must do the job. These are the people, benighted people, these heathens, they are lost. Inko bachao. This is the Great Commission that God has given you, the Christians. This book deals with that. Allah or the God of the Bible, what is the truth? And they tell what Allah is. तबीयत बिगाड़ देता है खबीस लोग. Here, Abdul Hakim, he writes a book, Abdul Hakim, Badshahi Masjid. On the cover, it looks like a Pakistani and a fellow bareheaded, anything. Inside, verses of the Quran. What are you going to do? Kiss it, put it with the Quran. Here, Mr. K.K. Alawi, Muslim, born Muslim. Now he's a murtad. He's written this book, beautiful book, in 4 colors. Look at it. Free. Inside, verses of the Quran. They know how to catch fish. See, they know that this Muslim is going to bite this. And once he has it in his hand, he can't throw it. He's trained not to throw Allah's kalam, not to burn it, not to tear it. So you're going to protect it now. The enemy weapon, snake in the house, you're going to protect it. Look, he knows how to catch fish. Look at this. Christian witness among Muslims. You see on the cover a Nigerian or a Ghanaian or a Sudanese, he's reading the tasbih. Subhanallah, 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 or whatever. And at the bottom is written, Inna Allaha yubashiruki bi kalimatin minhu. This is from the Holy Quran, that Allah gives you glad tidings of a word from Him. Ismuhul Masih. His name will be the Messiah. Isa ibn Maryama, Jesus son of Mary. What do you do with it? Bosado, and put it with the Quran. All this and many more. Look at this. Al-Kitab. Have you seen anything like this before in your life? Look at this. Al-Kitab. Immediately in your mind it says, Dhalikal Kitabu la rayba fi hudal lil muttaqin. No, this is the Gospel of Matthew. Look what they are doing. For nothing? They're getting no results, no fruits? No. We have Muslims also becoming murtad. He said, it's not possible. One brother was fighting, arguing, he said, a mujahid is a mujahid. How can he be converted? I said, look, the mujahid will give his life. But intellectually, you know, there are Afghans, an Afghan is fighting the other Afghan, an Afghan who is a communistically inclined, who doesn't believe in God. From the same people, there's another Afghan, maybe same family, he is a mujahid. So how did the other Afghan become like that? Programmed, brainwashed. You can brainwash anybody into anything. This is how Allah made us. All of us. If you have sufficient amount of time and patience, you can change anybody. Continuous hammering. You know, drop by drop, rocks get worn out. The mind of man is made to change. Constant change is taking place. Your thoughts, your ideas, you're not thinking exactly you think you are. A continuation, no. You can be contradicting in your thoughts from what you were thinking 5 years ago, last year, or now. You are the same person, but you think there is a consistency in your thinking. There isn't. If it was all written down, no man can be consistent in his thinking all your life. Why? We are being programmed. We are getting brainwashed from our environment, from people. What is this newspapers doing? What are the radios and TVs doing? They are trying to program us. And Allah knows that this mind of ours can be programmed into anything. So He wants you to remain according to His data material, His programming. So He gave us the Quran. We must be computerized with the data material of the Quran. In other words, each and every Muslim ought to be Hafizul Quran. At any given moment, you should reflect the Quran. But He knows that it is not possible for all His creatures to memorize the whole book. So the second best He gives us is 5 times a day, you go and pray, you make salat. What do you do in your salat? We are rehearsing the commands of Allah. We are reminding ourselves. Actually, Allah is talking to us. That means we program ourselves with His instructions. This is what we are supposed to be doing. But because we don't do that, we will get the sawab. Fard ada ho jayega. You know, you're supposed to go 5 times a day, and if you go, Allah won't say, why didn't you make salat? That He won't ask you. But the benefit that we are supposed to get, we don't get. You see, we can be praying 5 times a day. We are hajis, double hajis. But we see in the life, the man is un-Islamic. So you say, kaisa hai? Munafiq. You know, dadi rakhta hai, aisi achhi, mashallah, do haj kar aaya. And what is this? How can he eat away his sister's inheritance? Kha jata hai warsa, behno ka. But he's a haji, he's a Maulvi, he's a Hafiz al-Quran. Yes, I say it means nothing. Haji means nothing. Hafiz means nothing. Namazi means nothing. Nothing in the sense, not that you won't be rewarded, you will be rewarded. But it means it can't really change you unless you know what you are doing, what you are saying, what Allah is telling you. So you can be programmed, I can be programmed, anybody can be programmed into anything, unless we keep on reprogramming ourselves. And this is what Allah gave us. 5 times a day, remind yourself. So it's possible the Muslim is getting converted. To me, even one Muslim, even a cripple. If you lost one, you lost humanity. Allah tells in the Quran, you kill one person, you killed humanity. You save one life, you saved humanity. But my brother, even if he's a cripple, if I lost him, I have lost humanity. I lost a tribe, a nation in history. He'll become a nation or a tribe. I lost him. We can't afford to lose one. If you really have love and feeling for your brothers, even that one will hurt us. But they are talking about hundreds. Then untouchable, I said, look, he is our people.